Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw tips and tricks. I'm going to show you 3 different text effects that you can do that look pretty cool. The first one, so I'm just going to start over and I'm going to take the letter E, capital E, make it quite large. I'm going to go ahead and make it bold. And then I'm going to left click, right click, take away the outline. And we actually need 2 of them on this one. So I'm going to double click on it and get the skew, and I'm going to skew. I didn't make a copy. Control D, and then get the skew and skew it. Kind of like that. Now we can take this one, move it out of the way, and we'll go ahead and turn it blue, take away the outline. And on this one, we're going to take and go up to the shadow tool, but we're going to do an interior shadow. And, you could play around with this as much or as little as you like, giving it different shadow look. For some reason, you can't really, that looks pretty good. You can't really move the center point after you've done the interior shadow. And then let's just take this back. Now, we could take away the outline on the shadow, and it looks okay. But here's another way. We're going to take this same E. We'll tell you what, let's make a duplicate of it. Yeah, that doesn't look very good at all. See, when I made a double, it doubled it. I'm going to take away the shadow. And on this one, I am going to left click, right click, Control D, and then skew it back maybe to just kind of square. Now you see these parts right here. We're going to take the Smart Fill tool and fill them in, but move them over. And then we can take away that one, turn this to that, well, let's turn it to the dark blue. But we're going to change these to a black. And then we're going to go to Effects, Blur, and Gaussian Blur. And we're going to blur them pretty much a lot. And then say OK, and then nudge it back. And then that's what you get. So I'm quite a bit darker than that one. Now on this one, let's just use that one, same one. Let's move it out a little bit. I am going to, I'm going to start with the normal E. And I'm going to go ahead and left click, right click. And then I'm not quite normal or quite flat, good enough for the video. Control D. Control D, and let's skew this one. No, let's don't skew it. Let's just move it down. Now we've got these sections. We're going to take the Smart Fill tool. It doesn't matter what color. And we're going to do this right here. And then we can take away that E. Let's go ahead and make that blue. We're going to go ahead and go left click, right click, but we're also going to go to Object and group them together. That way we don't have to do them individually. Then I'm going to just take a 2-point line. I'm going to go ahead and make it black. I'm going to change the thickness in here in a second. And you can determine, so I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate and nudge it down just a little bit. So, okay, if it's sometimes it's too hard to nudge, remember that you have it on 8. Let's go 0.1. Control D and move it down like that many. And then every time you do Control D, it'll do that equal amount. I'm going to have quite a few more lines than I did in the first one, but it might look pretty cool. I am going to make them something thicker than a hairline, but just a little bit. But then I'm going to group them together. You have to do that for this to work. I'm actually going to turn it kind of on a skew. And you do not ever want to move this. So I'm going to put my nudge factor back on 8 inches. So I'm going to bring, matter of fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to nudge these a little bit further away to 8 inches. Bring this, and as long as they're all encompassed, and if you can see them, then you can use the intersect tool and it intersected them, and then just nudge those back. And you get a, now if you wanted the outline, you could move the outline over there too. Well, let me move that out of the way, and then you could very easily grab this and get the outline. So you could have it two different ways. And you could go a lot further with this and take let's go with black and fill in every other line and have a total different look. And then this would be cool, I think, if you took the outline away. Let me finish this one, this top part anyway. Now let's see what it looks like if we take the outline away. And you have a pretty neat looking 3D effect. Anyway, I hope that gave somebody some ideas, and thank you for watching.